Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome to the first ever full moon eclipse oracle messages on the channel. So I hope you enjoy this and get a lot out of it. But before we get started, Capricorn Spirit says this eclipse pulls the unseen into sight. You cannot unknow now. The eclipse effect on you brings spiritual awakenings, endings, and karmic closure. Now, Capricorn, this is a timeless reading meant to be heard on or around any full moon eclipse, which averages about twice a year. And we have one coming up. So if you're getting this video around the time of it being published, then you're right on time. But if you're getting it a little later, don't worry. If it resonates with you, then it's meant for you. So let's begin and dive deeper. When it comes to what else Spirit wants you to know, when it comes to the lunar eclipse energies and what they bring and the messages. And I love what Spirit was telling you. All this thing about pulling the unseen into the seen. Oh my goodness. So this is exactly what you were designed to do. You are born to take the lead on something. Now, there may be something here where you are connecting with, different energies of higher frequency that really inspires you. And not only that, it's like vice versa here. So I just get this thing about being in the right place at the right time, paying attention to things that spark your interest, and vice versa, because I do see something of a special connection here where you're sparking another or other's interests. And that's something to be proud of. Now, with the Venus, energy here, there's a lot wrapped around, the things that you value, the things that you love. This is divinely connected, though. There's something about you feeling that divine connection through everything right now, if you can. Let's see what this muse is bringing you. Let's get a little bit more. It's just so perfect, though, too. You cannot unknow now. Something may reveal or it will. It's like you can't unknow and you can't undo because you don't want to. You want to go with it. Oh my goodness. This is okay. This is wow. This is leading you to a connection that is really divine, truly. You got the lovers here. Something had to come to an end. But with this ending brings some type of truth and clarity. Something had lined up in the most like maybe perfect and organized way though. So even if something came to an end, I would encourage some of you Capricorns that might be having a hard time with it is to see how things were lining up though, because it feels to me like it was one thing after another kept like pointing something, right, to some type of truth here. And Spirit is saying, this ending is absolutely bringing something highly wanted, and I would even say warranted. Now, we haven't met someone just quite yet, right? We haven't come into union of something important because it is of a higher magnitude, is what I'm getting. So if it starts to really stir your soul, your heart, know that this is divinely sent for you. You're not walking away from something. There's something about you not feeling that you're walking away from something or that you're being reborn again or something will be born out of this, okay? Because yes, we had to endure some type of maybe hard truth too. But it is leading to a very inspiring connection here, divinely connected, passionate, emotional, sensitive. Gemini is coming through. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius is coming through. And so, yes, we're going to have a choice here that really is meaningful. This is what you get to look forward to. So let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know, Capricorn. Too much impulse. Oh my goodness. I said that with someone else. So there may be something where we have to watch out for impulsivity, especially when it comes to feeling that we have to get too much information. Now, it's either getting too much information, or there may be a situation where we could just be, in a place of processing things that are just not necessary, right? Maybe just to fill up our time, getting distracted. But however, Spirit is saying, you are the inspiration, and there's no need to overthink. You might be overloading yourself though, so try to watch out from overloading yourself with too much information. I'm getting a lot of air sign coming through. So let's get more about this. Too much input stalls your path, or be on the lookout for, feeling like you have to stop and, redo something or figure something out or get more information. And again, some of you, it could just be that we might be in a place where we're just maybe procrastinating in a sense. So just kind of watch for that energy. Oh, look at that. Yeah, wow. Okay, communication. Things are going to actually accelerate here. So there's something going on with things going in a positive um, movement forward here. And yes, things could be accelerating, but also with the Eight of Wands, we could be feeling a little bit, I don't know, sporadic, I guess, or, there may be this thing. Oh, I was getting the word impulse. And the Eight of Wands could stir up a little bit impulsivity. But in this way, if we're not careful, the Eight of Wands could actually like spread your energy too thin. So this is what you got to watch out for, is not allowing your energy to get too fragmented or going into too many different directions. Because notice how all of these wands, they're all, facing in, facing in one direction. Okay. So it's like we're narrowing in on something. And if even if you notice on the Ten of Swords, look at how the swords are all lined up. Something's already lined up for you. And this may be that true commitment that you are, wanting, but maybe, I don't know why, just take it if it resonates. It's like you want it, but there may be something where we might even avoid it. So I don't, just take that if it resonates for some of you Capricorns, okay? It's it won't for all of you. Now, could some of you be dealing with someone that's avoiding things? Yeah, sure. Because this kind of gives me the vibe of stalemate. You're not meant to be stopped here. So just keep on moving, Capricorn. My goodness. Anyways, I don't think you have a problem with that. You're just embodying your own um, energy here of really taking the lead, right? That cardinal sign. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Now, inspiration doesn't come from us having to seek it. Now, this is also important because I see these as seeds coming from heaven, and the angels are directing where these seeds are going. So just know, inspiration is coming to you when you are in a place of being receptive, open, maybe even patient, because you're not going to have to chase these arrows. Okay. Just know that. Or the wands, these wands come to you. They're being planted into you. This is why we don't want to get too, um, pulled in too many different directions. It's almost hard for the angels to, catch you. And we do have the engineer. Okay, every problem has a solution. Now, there may be something here where, things are pointing you in the right direction. And don't get too hung up. If something isn't working out just yet, have patience, okay? Because it's coming to you in a more divine and strategic way, okay? These Eight of Wands are like set up for future signposts for you. You may even be involved with someone or yourself when it comes to engineer or engineering something here, but this is why it comes to you here. Something is happening here where we are um, maybe even taking matters in our own hands, or maybe you already have, because literally we've got the angel that has the wand So let's get a little bit more about this engineer for you. It's like Spirit is going to help you to resolve a problem or get a solution to a problem. You might also be doing something new. Yeah, see, you might be engineering your own new way of doing something, creating something. Yes, you are born of Spirit. You've been tried by fire, but you endure. Spirit is saying, keep going. This isn't meant, something was not meant to burn you. It was to reveal that you are meant to take flight with something here, and you're not meant to give up either. So, yeah, there may have been a situation where we were awakened, right? Maybe even, a rude awakening, but either way, we are, you know, assimilating what it is that Spirit is actually showing you and also giving you solutions here. But it's coming in a way where it's totally different. It's of a higher level here because you've already done something, I feel, from the ground up. Okay. Now it's only a matter of time before things start to catch up with you. This might be why some of you might be really ahead of your times too, Capricorn. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh my God. That's the Judgment card. We were just talking about that, like the Phoenix rising here. And here it is, the Judgment card. Let's get a little bit more about this. This is that rude awakening. Sometimes it's like, all of a sudden it's like that blaring trumpet. Ah, oh my gosh. So it's like an alarm. Yeah, that's what it is, an alarm. Your alarm clock is going off. Oh my gosh, what does Spirit say? You cannot unknow now. That's exact. You can't undo something or unknow something once it's been revealed. Sorry about, the reflection, but these cards are holographic. I want a little bit more about this awakening too for you. I mean, look at that. Born of Spirit, tried by fire, you endure. These souls are awakened out of the coffin there, being reborn or being awake, well, it's a sense of being reborn anyways, especially when we get a new revelation, because now we have something to work with, right? That's where that engineer part comes into line. Something is absolutely lining up for you. I just can't help but notice things that are lining up for you. Even these birds on the Judgment card, I have to show you, they're lining up. Look at that. So I feel that the angels are waking you up. Yeah, they're calling you to pay attention to your surroundings right now. Don't get too caught up on, maybe something that you've been working hard at. Let that grow. Or some of you, you really are reevaluating and changing things up. But we've got that Seven of Pentacles. This is someone who is sowing seeds, right? Who is looking at their harvest. And there is something here that the the eclipse is pulling into the scene, but there is something about you having some type of harvest here with that Seven of Pentacles, Capricorn. Capricorn, something overdue is going to be for you to claim. Something is a little overdue for you, like something, okay? And, towards the end of the reading, there will be a little, another little channel message from Spirit, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But you're really awakening right now so that you are right on time to receive your harvest. That's what this whole thing is. It's all about, you know, movement towards the positive things right now, not being afraid to take action, even if we don't know all the details. Because some of you, that's what may be hanging you up. Some of you, you're waiting for someone, or you're waiting for something to change here, but it's really through you. All right, now let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Your soul is calling for rest. Wow. Is this what the angels is telling you? You know, you're overdoing it in the mind, maybe even physically for some of you, right? Because this is someone is out there tending to their garden, right? Labor intensive, right? But it's a love of labor. But your soul is calling you to rest. I mean, you can see why. You've been tried by fire, you've been tried by situations, things, people, whatever, right? It's been not so fun. Let's see why you need to rest too, because there's maybe something new being born here too. Your soul is calling for rest, Capricorn. Oh, visions and dreams carry spirit's voice. There's like teachings, but also important releases that are happening for you. Anywhere where there may be some type of karmic or energetic debris that doesn't belong to you because you are cycling some type of karmic thing out of your frequency. And so spirit is letting you know you do need to get some shut eye. You need to allow your mind to just be easy so that spirit can slide on through. And yes, there may be also, again, dreams that are healing and releasing so that you're not having to do all the work. What else? And also a vision of something that's being built up here. Because some of you might feel like, where do I go right now? Well, first thing is we have to take a step back so that we can take a step forward. Take a step back so we can take a step forward. That's so funny because look, play while you wait for your blessings. You've done the work here. Solutions come one day at a time for some of you, right? But Spirit wants you to know that we have to get in a place of alignment. And that's exactly what you have to look forward to. Some fun times, getting out there, doing what you want to do. But have this attitude too that you get to play while you wait for your, not only you get to play, play and rest while you wait for your blessings. Again, if there's anything that's feeling like a debris in your energy field, it's being released. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. And this is really a completion to a destined new start. You know, the eclipse brings movement towards destiny. Your breakdown is becoming your breakthrough. Look at this. This is the breakdown. This is like an ending that we may not have seen coming, most likely. We may not feel like we're getting favor in something too, but Spirit is saying, let me handle it for you, Capricorn. In the meantime, you know, Spirit wants you to feel comfortable with what you've become. You put something to rest here, knowingly or unknowingly, but it's like the final rest. It needs to rest. What else? Your light humbles without effort. Play while you wait for your blessings. This whole thing about being tried by fire just exudes some type of magnetism from you without effort. So this is not something that you have, that you're like having to say, hey, I need attention. I mean, who likes that anyways, honestly, right? But your light, you humble others, okay? I mean, I was kind of getting that anyways with that elephant spirit, because to me, elephants, their presence just say, don't mess with me, but there's a reverence for them as well. Yeah. So same thing with you. Now, we're not going to let this get to our head, right? Not saying that it will, but sometimes, we can get a little overconfident and that could backfire on us too. I've had that happen. Trust me, that's not fun, right? But when you're willing to look at things and release things and give yourself a break, right? And give yourself a chance. That's when we start to really co-create with spirit. That's when we start to manifest miracles and unseen blessings here, because you do have something coming from the unseen to the seen. Let's continue and see what else spirit wants you to know. You are one of a kind, divinely rare, and deeply needed. Whoa. Wow. This is like some of you, this could have been that rude awakening, right? Because now you can't unknow something spectacular about you and what's really going on, and what you really represent. You are of high quality. My goodness. I mean, embrace this. Be proud of this. You are one of a kind. Now, there are others awakening with you, okay? Spirit doesn't want you to feel alone and isolated in this sense of being one of a kind. But how about being a one of a kind and owning that, knowing that, and also, not feeling that we're having to carry the weight of others, but we can, be in a place of interdependence. This is why you've got this magnetism going on right now. This is what the eclipse is bringing you, these energies to work with, right? But we do have to work with earth energies as well. So, I would say for me, I just feel like things, depending on like where you're at, but give things, a season. Like give it like 3 months or something, for things to build up. Let's see. What else for Capricorn? You're going to get a blessing for a good man and father. You may have healing that has had, okay, this one is coming out really weird. So I'm going to get a little bit more because I feel like, but you are going to get blessed with a good man and a father, or a strong masculine where, there may have been a distortion with that, or a lack of that, or even healing. We've healed something with this. A blessing for good work. I kind of get the Emperor energy too, and a blessing on resolution. It's like getting the support that you want, right? People honoring and giving you the respect that you deserve for whatever work, or, whatever you tend to, right? That garden that you tend to, that's yours. And so, yeah, you're getting blessed with, a good man, father, support. And if this for now is not a person, then this is going to show up for now as some type of foundation, as a structure, as a new way of owning some type of divine discipline, because it's blessing things that you do, what you say, what you tend to. I mean, what you sow, you reap. And Spirit wants you to know sometimes there are some fruits in life that just take a little bit longer, but the results are worth it. Don't stop doing your good work. What else for Capricorn? And I do see a blessing for good work when it comes to healing something, when it, we have to deal with that masculine energy. Some of you, this could just be inside of you, right? That balance of the feminine and masculine. But a lot of you, you will resonate with this as a person in your life, or the lack of. A blessing of fire. My goodness, because you've been born of spirit, tried by fire, you endure. And now you're taking that fire, that magnetism that I get off that muse, and really having, or I should say, been entrusted with this power of fire and create, right? So something is being activated, or it will. This is this part of you that, I mean, once this fire is ignited, you don't want to put it out, nor should you, right? It just can't. Let's see what this fire is building up for you. I do see a lot of passion. There may be something here with, really honing in on passionate things, ideas, hobbies, interests. Yes, maybe connecting with others that ignite that passion, but we have to be really open too at the same time with the deliverance of how God, the universe is delivering these seeds, because you have a lot of um, ripened seeds there, or excuse me, fruit. A blessing on your sleep. You're burning away the stress. Some of you, I am hearing you're burning away the trauma. You may have gone through a major trauma in your life, and you really have done a wonderful job of releasing, forgiving, reconciling. This is why Spirit wants you to get in that place of deserving and worthiness. And no more stress, no more anxiety, no more did I do the right thing? Second questioning yourself. The fire, whatever starts to really build you up, and it's going to most likely happen at a subtle level, it will burn away the thoughts that are just so mm, futile. And that's not your doing. That's just things that, every day that we have to process. This is why you might be far more in tuned and more sensitive to, too much overstimulation. Because we have a world now. I mean, I get so, oh my God, I could even have it. Ooh, don't get me started. We got a world right now. I just love how we love to blame all these things on people rather than the shit on the outside. You talk about some children or people, not because we're all God's children. You talk about some people being so sensitive, and they're like, "Oh well, that's let's label that as whatever terms, whatever damn psychological terms. What is it? Like antisocial anxiety disorder. No, it's called that. You know what? You know what it's called? It's called that we live in a world where it's all about consumption. It's all about, oh my God, too much over processing unnecessary things, because we have a lot more time on our hands than our ancestors did. But geez, anyhow, sorry, this is like the mama coming out of me. Anyhow, just be very discerning of daily distractions called, you know, technology, people, it's a wide range of things. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't give into doing things, but you're going to have to be very strong here. You've already built yourself up. Some people aren't going to like that you've become so great. They're just not going to like it. And that's all right. You don't have to care about it. Let's see what else. You may really definitely feel like, oh, this energy could be difficult too. It could take some work. I don't know where you're at. This is a general reading, but wherever the degree is here of how close this was, give yourself some time. Give yourself like 3 months from now to see how far you've grown. Because again, we live in a world where there's an illusion that things should be really fast. That's the problem that I'm trying to get to. And that's not how the real world works. When you plant a seed, when we get back down to the basics of working with earth, we plant a seed. That seed is not going to download quickly and upload a freaking fruit right now, and so we have to be very careful of where we are consuming our energy, or how our energy is being consumed by the world. Now, you will get out of this. I guarantee it. Don't look at the struggles, look at the rise, look at how much you have grown. A blessing on growing older. We might be feeling a little difficulties with, saying goodbye to a season in our life, And that's okay too. Spirit doesn't want you to get hung up on looks so much, or, all the other stresses that come with maybe growing older. Do we have this, retirement, all that. Again, don't let the world consume you. You're living your life the way that you were born to live your life, in the moment. When you're in the moment, you harness so much power, and you literally spot out opportunities where others miss it, because you're just holding steadfast with your light here. What else? A blessing for the right words. There may be a conversation here. Spirit wants you to feel comfortable enough with the words that are being given to you, right? Don't overthink it, don't overdo it. But I do feel that we might have a conversation where we have some enlightenment and we get to share that. Let's get a little bit more about blessing for the right words for you. And Capricorn, you did also, there's another zodiac sign that did this as well. I can't remember which one it was, and you may resonate with that, or it may be something coming towards you, but you well, yeah, you did. You cleared out a karmic debt, or there's a karmic debt that's being canceled. So I would say you most likely were born to do that. You were born to endure. Now, I want you to stay strong and know that Spirit is guiding and protecting you in even the most maybe difficult situations, or situations where we may question our own ability to speak. Spirit is blessing you with protection, safeguarding you. Let the words just come to you, because yes, again, I just feel that you're going to have some type of important conversation here, especially when it comes to boundaries. And heaven is sending you a protector. I see that so much. You're getting a protector here in the physical form. Mm. Got the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. This is very difficult. It's on the, oh God, a blessing. You landed on the blessing of a fire here. Okay, what's important here about the Five of Pentacles? We do feel alone in all of this heaviness and work. We might even feel alone when it comes to struggles, health, or financial, or the finances, or just feeling alone here. It's important for Capricorn to know about this. We have earth sign and fire sign. Okay. You're manifesting out of nothing because you have that ability to do so. You know what? Spirit is saying now is the time, actually. You are manifesting and summoning the right resources to you. It may mean that we have to, stay adaptive, or excuse me, be adaptable here. But we got the Ten of Wands and we've got the Five of Pentacles. So this week, could be really distracted here. This is alchemy. Okay. You're going, Capricorn, you're going to witness alchemy in real time with you. Through your dreams of healing and releasing, also being given visions and support from Spirit, but you're going to witness the arrival of your own power coming back. And Spirit wants you to not get distracted by circumstances or overwhelmed. And if you do need to take charge of a situation, well, this whole thing, a blessing for the right words, saying no, right? Others can take care of it. I also see some type of financial aid or support for a lot of you if you ask for it. What else? You're going to find your way. Some of you are not feeling too comfortable where you're at right now. We are finding our way. A blessing to find your way. This is this, oh my goodness. Okay, let me show you the picture here. Look at the Five of Pentacles. We're, on the outside, right? We're alone. And look at this. We got the wands in our face. We can't see. A blessing to find your way. Okay, so let's get a little bit more about this. What's a clue for Capricorn to know about this? Blessing to find your way. Because I kept getting this thing about signposts for you. So that's where it is. This is the alchemy. This is what you're going to witness. Take that guidance if you can, come on, take this guidance where it's like, and I feel a lot of you are already doing this anyways, not spreading yourself thin. Focus your energy in like one or two areas. It's worth the sacrifice for some of you, because this is where you'll witness how things will work in your favor. You start to really line up, and and then we feel that connection instead of a division. You will find the truth. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. There's some type of truth here, right? That we had to come across. Now, Spirit is letting you know, again, there is something about having the right words. Now, this battle, take it how it resonates for you, right? But it really is something that Spirit wants you to feel good about, because you do hold truth. So whatever you're holding, you have the upper hand here. And it's almost like finding your way back. It was, or it is currently is worth the battle. We can't avoid something that may have been stripped from us, right? This is why Spirit is saying during some period of being uncomfortable, you are being tended to. And you will get to the truth or the bottom of something here. You just got to hold yourself in a place of, peace here. What else? Yeah, restart is not a setback. And again, you may need to give yourself some time. So don't get too caught up on a fast-paced kind of world and life. Try to look and pay attention to things that grow in natural states. Okay. Anyhow, Spirit is letting you know, yeah, you've got this angel that is actually looking over you. And I feel that some of you, it can get really discouraging at times, right? A restart is not a setback. You have enough to start with. That's why the Spirit is pointing something out, that you have enough seeds to start out with in life to plant new seeds. And you might actually surprise yourself. This restart is just a setup. It's like, like I was saying, take a step back to take a step forward. And that may be what Spirit is teaching you, is to take a step back, to take a step forward, to know when to go, to know when to slow down, maybe to know when, and also to know when to stop a little bit. What else? Oh, this one didn't want to show itself. Your future fortune is poetic. Oh my gosh. So Spirit knows you're not able to see all that's going to play out. But if things just really went awry, it will go right. Things will just start to work out for you in the most natural and poetic way. So just pay attention to these little things that are starting to line up for you. Spirit wants you to not worry about your future. What else? Don't worry about the future. Take care of today, right? A blessing to take it easy. A day for you. A day to celebrate Capricorn. Because Capricorn, what you did was on an energetic level of clearing out some type of karmic debris. Spirit is canceling some type of karmic debt. And for some of you, that may even leak out into your real 3D realm. Being able to get something lined up to maybe get out of some type of debt or scarcity situation here. The way out of this is to take it one moment at a time, one day at a time. Notice the things that are solid in your life and start watching things that gravitate towards you too, that, and then also you are gravitating towards that, give you more of that sense of feeling grounded and rooted and strong. Oh, we got a card fell down here. Let's see what it is. A blessing for unity a blessing for unity where once there was division. Coming back together here, getting it right. And this is so fitting because whether we feel, alone or we're alone and struggling, we're not going to feel lost. We're not going to feel unsupported. This is where this, look, that's where this comes into play. The Lovers here. A lovely situation to feel that connection. What else? Yep. See, God is bringing you situations and relief. And you also have this magnetism about you too. So when you're feeling ready and inspired, my hair is on here. When you're feeling ready and inspired, don't be afraid to take action. Spirit is backing you up. The only trick I would say is not try to do it when you know you can give your attention to it, right? One or two things, like no more than that, I would say. But look at this. We've got this ability, right, to co-create with others. You're calling in like a soul family too. Soul families, soul friends, soul tribe. Spirit knows that you're tired of maybe tending to things by yourself here. But it's almost like these seeds that you planted have been a blessing to the world, whether you realize it or not. You will find a reliable source is what Spirit is saying. And you are also becoming, if you're not yet, a reliable source and confidant for another. What else? Nope, that is actually it. All right, now, before we end the reading, let's find out what destiny is opening up for you now. For Capricorn, what is destiny opening up for Capricorn now? Sacred comfort approaches. This to me is like 10 of Pentacles, maybe even King of Pentacles, which would be your energy in a place of feeling, comfortable, secure, not feeling that even if we feel that we have to struggle sometimes, we've got backup, But whether this is sacred comfort in love, companionship, feeling together, just being comfortable, that's what destiny is opening up for you. Not feeling like you're having to do all this, right? Because look, we're not comfortable here. This is not comfortable. And destiny is opening up sacred comfort. Now, before we end the reading, I want to leave you with this, Capricorn. Your stewardship has been forged in quiet discipline. Spirit says an overdue fruit. Remember that fruit I was talking about? Anyhow, Spirit says an overdue fruit prepares to be claimed. And remember, this eclipse affects you, okay? There could be shifts in career or public recognition. Responsibilities may change form as old contracts end and new structures appear. Well, look at that. You doing all the work, right? Old contracts end. Resist fear. This closure supports growth. So focus on claiming what's earned and release outdated roles, because you deserve it. I hope that this was helpful. Love and light. Take care.